everybody, it is your girl, Miss Motivational Mogul Mindset, Ava Cherie, the Inspire. Happy Wednesday to you guys. I'm coming today to do a very important vlog about the vehicles of deception. This was placed in my spirit Monday, and I was just waiting for God to roll it out to reveal to me what it is He wanted me to speak. I'm going to start with scripture, Colossians 2:8. See to it that no one takes you captive through hollow and deceptive philosophy, which depends on human tradition and the elemental spiritual forces of this world rather than on Christ. Again, that's Colossians 2, verse 8. And I'm starting with that because the vehicles of deception came to me with a lot of things that we're seeing in the social media, internet universe. A lot of alarming things are occurring. And I want to go back to a vision I had January 2022. This vision was a message and forewarning of evil entities, spiritual entities, attacking and killing our children. At that point, months later in 2022, we started to see an even more uprising of juveniles carjacking, hurting and shooting one another and taking each other out, being selective in my words, as you hear. And it became to be so rampant, not just locally, but globally, and so alarming. And the uptick was like, what happened? I just had to insert something right in the middle of this vlog. It is reporting on the Channel 6 News in Delaware that there's been an uprise of what we used to do back in the day was knock and run. What kids and teens are doing in Delaware right today are kicking in people's doors with work boots and running. It's a very dangerous TikTok challenge because we have open carry in this state. So I wanted to insert this right now as I'm editing and watching this on the news at the same time. And there will be somebody that gets hurt from this TikTok challenge. Another vehicle of deception. A lot of people contributed to the games they're playing. A lot of it goes to them just gaming and paying more attention to their electronic devices, having all access to these different stories on social media, these different how-tos on social media. And I've done several vlogs on the concept of this new generation that's raised in social media, lacking communication and social skills person to person. Instead, they're hiding behind screens. People are being bullied. People committing suicide. People are battling mental health with a device that cannot treat nor does it even talk back to them to coach them through, to help them have coping skills and different techniques to reach out for help when they need it, to seek guidance and counsel. They don't have any of that. Instead, they go to from peer to peer, from illness to illness, from fraud to fraud, because some of these people getting on social media are frauds, and they're sounding like they are licensed or educated or equipped to impart into anyone, not just juveniles, but young adults, seasoned people, wise people that now have been heavily inundated and influenced by social media. So the vehicles of deception tie into the vision I have. We're always assuming it's a physical, natural realm that we're fighting against, principalities of the flesh. That is not it. Social media derives from, in my opinion, a way to ensnare and entrap and captivate your mind into a prison where you lose touch with reality. We've seen some things happening in the last few days unfolding in the news nationwide. And it's turning out that maybe this was a lack of coping, a lack of seeking help, the proper help to deal with emotional trauma that some times people are incapable of dealing with. So they create a facade, an illusion to what the real problem is. Those roots make you delusional to do things so far-fetched that leaves the rest of us scratching our heads and shaking our heads. They can't even conceptualize or understand the dramatic and drastic effect from their actions. And then they're in denial that they need to be held accountable to severe consequence as a result of their actions and what they have chosen, or the route they have chosen to take to communicate their wants and needs. So when you look at social media, a lot of people are doing a lot of things for clout chasing, to fast track their influence and their popularity, or just trying to get money fast and live beyond their means because of what they see or what they assume is attainable. And a lot of people ain't really telling them straight up they not living like that. They robbing Peter to pay Paul. They're using up all their credit. They're doing the right now fast fix, but not prepared or can't even foresee the lasting damages behind their hasty moves.